Now, with that arrest, it leads to more questions about who Garrian King is. News 12's Scott Koral is live in the studio after learning a bit more about him. Scott.
King has had some run-ins with law enforcement in the past. The latest one putting him on the scene of a deadly shooting last Saturday. Now, the 28-year-old King only has a federal charge in connection with the shooting outside Mary's Bar last Saturday, possession of a firearm as a felon. According to the affidavit, King is a member of the Rollin' 60s Crips gang, and one of the other people at the scene is also a member. Now, King's name might sound familiar. You may remember that from an incident the day after Christmas in 2016 at Hamilton Place Mall. 4 people walked into the Victoria's Secret store at the mall, started to get some merchandise, and later set off firecrackers so that they can cause a distraction to get away with about $1,000 worth of goods. The firecrackers caused close to $2,000 worth of damage. Several people in the panic were injured. The judge sentenced King to 3 years in federal prison for the robbery, but additional time was suspended for the possession of a deadly weapon and marijuana for resale at an incident that happened 6 months earlier. In November of 2017, King was convicted of being a felon in possession of ammunition and originally sentenced to 3 years in prison and was on supervised release for another 3 years. And if you want to go back even further for King, he was a defensive lineman for Baylor High School back in 2011. These are some of his highlights as number 74 for Baylor in white and eventually red. Again, King is not under arrest for shooting anyone outside Mary's Bar and Grill. The only charge for Big G, as he is called, is a federal charge from the ATF, possession of a firearm as a felon. In the studio, Scott Koral, News 12 Now.